look at this. There is definitely something in that tent. Is anybody home? Jake! Jake! You saved my life!
Yeah, but I got bit! That thing bit me! I got bit!
Oh no, that is not good! Jess! We gotta get you home!
Phil, what is that thing?
I have absolutely no idea, and I don't know how to find out! Where did you go?
I ran away! The scary wolf thing, there was so much noise, and I just said, okay, I'm gonna go home now.
I don't feel too good. I don't know, whatever that thing was, it bit me.
Okay, let's just get out of here and go back home. Forget the mission.
Oh no. Okay, come on. Back to the lab, let's go. Okay, let's just get out of these woods, come on. Whatever that thing is, it is not good.
Jake.
Looks like some sort of monster, maybe a ghost? Maybe a paranormal monster?
Yep, we should get out of these woods. That was definitely the monster again.
Hold on, Jess! No, come on! Got it!
Jake, we got a problem.
Oh, no, that's not good. We're both bit now.
That really hurts.
Yeah, and if it's anything like all the other monster bites, that means we might be turning into whatever that thing was. And by the look of it, it's some sort of gross wolf monster thing.
Okay, then what are we waiting for? Let's please get back to the house.
All right, come on.
Jake, I told you we shouldn't have been messing around in the woods trying to capture those ghosts and put them in a prison.
Yeah, speaking of that, I don't feel too good.
No time to not feel good. We gotta get you to the lab.
Oh, no, like, I don't feel good right now. Like, something's gonna come out of me, and it's gonna be out of one side or the other side.
What?
I don't know which one. It's gonna be the top. Oh, I think it's also gonna come out the backside.
That was so gross. Is that gonna happen to me too? We need to get to the lab now.
Right this way. Let's get the bites inside the lab.
This isn't good.
Bites plural. This is the worst day ever.
Yeah, you can say that again. We're gonna both turn into some weird monster.
What monster? We've been every other monster. Are there even any monsters left?
No, and every time we get bit, there's a good chance that we might not be able to find the cure. Maybe this is gonna be the one time that we don't find the cure.
No, everything is gonna be A-okay. Jakey, why don't you just sit right down and, Jess, you can pop a squat right beside him. We're gonna get you guys. Oh my, that is one hairy bite.
Starting to grow hair out of my bite. Phil, this is not good. And what, are we gonna leave it up to you and Biggs to solve this? Normally, at least it's one of us who's bit, me or Jess. Yeah. But if we're both injured, then none of us have a science degree. None of us know anything. You guys barely know how to turn the lights on without us.
Yeah, they don't even know how to flush the toilet.
Speaking of Biggsy, we need help!
Okay, I barricaded the door with 17 flip-flops, 5 chicken nuggets, and 10 chairs.
Why would you waste chicken nuggets like that?
So this monster will definitely not be able to get inside this house.
Why would you waste chicken nuggets like that?
Phil, I had to do it for the squad.
But speaking of the monster,
my goodness.
yeah, dude, we got a problem.
Is that growing hair?
If I was gonna turn into a monster, at least I wanted it to be something cool, not one of those hairy monsters.
Yeah, like a lizard or something. I haven't even got the chance to look at mine. Maybe I should get my jacket off. What if it's growing hair too?
I kinda don't want to see whatever this looks like.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Oh, Jess, you have eggs in yours. I thought mine was bad with hair, but you've got like 3 different eggs. Are those teeth?
Yours is way worse. Yours has hair and claws and teeth.
I think I have teeth too. Ew. This monster must have lost its teeth when it was biting us.
Well, I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. Not to worry, Friendly Phil is on the case.
This is not okay, Phil. You are not qualified to deal with these bites. We need to figure out a cure before me and Jess turn into whatever that thing was. You saw what it looked like? You saw how angry it was? Jess is already angry looking enough. Imagine her with a beard.
Yeah, that would not be good. Biggsy, you're up.
Phil, I don't know what to do or how to save them. I'm not a scientist. Maybe throw whipped cream on the matter.
Oh, disgusting.
Is that a tooth?
I have no idea. It's covered in hair and...
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Is that my skin? Phil, quickly sterilize this. Let's see what this is. Maybe we can take a sample from this. If we can get a sample from this bite, we will be able to put it in my computer. And every time we're able to put a sample in my computer, normally we can find the ingredients to create a cure, or at least slow down the bites. And given that me and Jess were bit by the same monster, all we need is one sample to find one cure. Okay, let's sterilize whatever's on the end of this and see what we're dealing with.
Okay, not a problem.
Careful.
Just take that and put it in my mixing bowl here.
Phil, do you know what you're doing?
Not a clue. And ooh, this file looks good.
No, Phil, do not add that to the, Phil!
And it's starting to bubble. Perfect. Ooh. Jake, is it supposed to do that?
No, it's not. Also, that is extremely acidic, Phil. You might have just burned whatever we had in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have lost sight of the tooth.
It's making my eyes hurt a little bit.
All right, I think I got it, guys.
Oh, disgusting, Phil. It was a tooth.
Yeah, it definitely is a tooth.
Okay, whatever that monster was or is, that means that it's losing its teeth when it bites us. Either that means it's a young, juvenile monster that's losing its teeth, and which means we could probably put this under the pillow and get some money from the tooth fairy, or it loses its teeth as part of its attack. Maybe the teeth is what has the venom in it. We should... Jess, what's wrong?
I think I'm gonna be sick, Jake. That's
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty gross, but it is just a tooth
Oh,
after all.
I need a bucket, Jake.
Okay, Jess is going to... yeah, somebody get a bucket!
Oh, Jess, don't puke! Oh, no! Oh, God!
Oh, why does it smell so bad? Jess, you gotta stop throwing up!
Ew! Jess! I smell...
That tasted terrible, Jake. I don't know what I had for breakfast, but I didn't plan on eating it a second time.
Okay, clearly whatever this new monster is, it is not messing around. This new monster probably leaves its teeth inside of us so it can keep infecting us as the day goes on, hour by hour, minute by minute. We need to find a cure, but we can start by possibly removing the teeth and finding a sample.
I'm gonna go, with this, puke.
Okay, let's take a look at Jess's cut. See if we can find where the teeth are and maybe extract some of them and use those to create a cure. I'll just have to get one out and put it in my computer. To do that, we're gonna have to identify what's tooth and what's, well, skin.
Jake, why are you using the laser? Can't you just pluck one out like you usually do?
Because I don't know exactly where the teeth are. I've gotta locate them using the laser. They have a different makeup than the rest of the bite. Like, here, take a look at this. When I shine the laser here, the entire thing starts to glow. And, at just the right angle. Okay, here we go.
What are you doing now, Jake?
Extracting the tooth. This might hurt just a little tiny bit. Oh, it's really stuck in there.
Yeah, no kidding!
I might need a better tool to get this out. Hold on.
What are you doing, Jake?
Creating a super sticky seal. That way, after I freeze it,
That kind of stings!
I'll be able to pull it out.
Ow, Jake!
Phil, get the decontaminator ready.
All right, Jake, back into the bowl. Why don't we just put the whole thing in?
It's reacting, it's reacting! Okay, just careful, let it burn off everything, but do not burn the tooth. Ew, it's got hair on it!
Yeah, is this gonna be enough to find a cure?
I don't know, let's put it in the computer.
All right, just give me a second. Analyzing whatever monster tooth that was.
Did you find anything?
We haven't even started yet.
Oh, hurry up!
Just don't puke again.
Okay, and let's see what we find.
Analyzing compound. Compound analyzed. Tooth detected. Creature detected. Werewolf. Substance contaminated with bear meat, grass, Bigfoot meat. Unable to use as a proper sample.
Did it say werewolf tooth?
This just keeps getting worse and worse, Jake.
Oh, it keeps getting worse and worse because not only we're gonna turn into a monster, we're gonna turn into a werewolf. That means every time there is a full moon, you are literally going to grow hair out of every place in your body and start howling at the moon and running through the night.
Hey, check it out. There's supposed to be a full moon tonight.
No. That's not something to laugh at, Big Z. That means that we have very little time. If we don't cure this, like, within the day, me and Jess are going to turn at an extremely fast rate. And by the way, if you guys didn't realize, werewolves aren't exactly friendly. And who do you think the first people we're gonna try and eat are?
Okay, You got a point. Okay, what else can we grab from these bites to get a cure?
Eat Phil first. He just had 3 Big Macs.
No, do not eat me. I taste horrible. I haven't showered in days.
Okay, clearly if that tooth isn't gonna work, then we need another sample. And by the looks of it, mine's got something growing out of it. I might not have a bunch of little eggs like Jess, but clearly something is developing, and I've got hair growing up my entire arm. Maybe if I can pop this ball, I'm gonna be able to grab what's inside and use that as a sample. To do this though, I'm gonna need an air pump.
I've got the air pump, Jake. Now let's pop this balloon.
Guys, what do I do?
That was awesome!
That was not awesome, it popped!
That could have exploded all over me!
Take some of this slime, see if this works as a sample.
Ew, disgusting.
Yeah, that popped like a bubble gum.
But, we've got it in the analyzer. Let's just hope that Jervis can figure this out now so we can get these 2 cured.
How about now? Anything?
No. Okay. And analyzing.
Sample inconclusive. Unfortunately, no cure can be found. Try another sample.
Man!
Why?
Looks like that isn't enough to be a good enough sample, which means we just have to keep taking bits of these bites until we find something that works as a valid sample. We already know it's a werewolf. There's gotta be a cure. This is like one of the more known monsters out there.
But Jake, it's not a normal werewolf. It's a ghost, remember?
Okay, yeah, that might have a little something to do with it, but look, we haven't tried Jess's weird egg thing. Why don't we try popping one of those? You already popped the massive ball on my arm.
Why does mine always have to have little egg baby things growing? It's disgusting.
I'll take a look. And if we can get a viable sample, maybe this will be what we can use to make the cure. Normally the cure comes with us having to go get a bunch of really crazy ingredients, unfortunately, but hey, we only have a little bit of time here. The sun sets around 5 p.m., which means if we don't find the cure by then, me and Jess are turning into werewolves. Okay. Just like popping a pimple, Jess. Does this hurt?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't really started yet. How about now?
Yes.
Okay. You know what, Jess? This is just gonna hurt. Oh!
Oh no!
Okay, you know what? That might work. Phil, get the slab. Let's analyze this. Oh, I think I might throw up again.
Okay, analyzing now.
I really hope this works.
Sample confirmed. Cure found. Werewolf. 3 ingredients needed. 1. Werewolf slime. Pink. Location. Forest. 2. Active werewolf tooth. Location. Werewolf's mouth.
A werewolf's mouth?
3. Silver. From the sword of 1,000 wolves. Location unknown. Owned by S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay, good news, we found the cure. Well, how to make the cure. Bad news, a lot of those things require getting it from an active werewolf.
Whoa, Jake, forget the live werewolf. I am not dealing with S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, I don't want to get the silver sword of 1,000 wolves.
Forget the sword, I don't want to steal from S.H.I.E.L.D. They own the Avengers, Big Z.
Okay, perfect, then you guys get to deal with the live werewolf. Me and Jess will go find the sword of 1,000 wolves.
I thought you were gonna say we got to stay home. We don't have any of our Avengers gear, Jake. It all got taken.
That's fine, we don't always need to be using gear to take down a bunch of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. We've got our skills and our big brains.
We're about to turn into werewolves, Jake.
Which is
We won't have brains really soon.
Which is exactly why this is so important. Phil and Biggs will go after a literal live werewolf, which I don't exactly want to go up against again. All we have to do is stop a couple of dudes. We'll outsmart these guys, no problem.
S.H.I.E.L.D.? Really? Plus, the computer said it didn't even know where it was.
That's fine, that's up to us to figure out. I'm already starting to have a pretty good idea of how we might be able to pull this off.
Well, you're starting to lose time. You're gonna be turning into werewolves tonight.
Yeah, and if you guys aren't careful, you'll be turning with us, so get to the forest, come on!
Okay, not gonna lie. I'm a little bit regretting being the ones to go after the wolf, but I think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, Phil, they got bit, so they should be the ones to go after the werewolf because they can't get re-bit. We could just get
hold
bit as
on!
well.
Hold on. Big Z, what are you wearing?
Phil, I'm wearing camouflage, obviously. When I get in the forest and trouble happens, I'm basically a bush.
Okay, you know what? That's actually pretty good. Kinda wishing I was wearing that now.
Yeah, you're gonna get bit.
All right, now you guys are probably wondering, Bill, Biggs, why are you going in the woods looking like that? And I've got an answer to that question, because we are coming prepared. I've got the proton pack, Biggs got the portable proton blaster, and we stole some Papa Jake tech. I've got this sleep dart just in case we actually see the werewolf.
And then I have an electrified net. put this around him and he won't be able to get out.
But our hope is we don't actually see the werewolf. We're gonna find a tooth on the ground, along with the slime that we found in the last episode on whatever that creature was that the werewolf was eating. Okay, Big Z, just keep it nice and simple. Get in the woods, get out the woods. Here, I'm scared.
Okay, I'm scared.
Yeah, okay, just the bone was at the top of the hill. We just get the bone first, and then we worry about finding the werewolf tooth.
What if we don't find a werewolf tooth, Phil?
And Papa, Jake, and Jess are turning into werewolves, and me and you are moving.
Can we go to at least a warm country?
Okay guys, so now that me and Jess are bandaged up and hopefully we'll be okay for the next couple of hours, at least until the moon comes out, we need to work fast and find these ingredients for the cure. We already know that we need a werewolf tooth and pink slime from the werewolf himself, which thankfully Phil and Biggs are going to get. But for us, we're gonna have to track down a silver sword of 1,000 wolves, which is currently being held by agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Which means we're going to have to go up against the Avengers, Jake. Aren't we a little bit worried?
No, all we're gonna have to go up against is whoever's holding the sword. So we've got to locate where it is, track them down, and get it, which is why we're in our spy base. The perfect place to do that.
For my sake, I really hope Iron Man's not holding it right now.
Yeah, that would be probably not ideal. Knowing Agent S.H.I.E.L.D., they wouldn't have this in one location. They're probably keeping it in some sort of moving fortress, like a top secret vehicle, probably double armored, reinforced, and with a lot of backup. We need to track that down.
And you're telling me we have to do this before the moon comes out because we're going to turn into werewolves, Jake.
Well, I will turn into a werewolf. Knowing you, you might turn into a she-wolf.
What's that supposed to mean? We got bit by the same werewolf.
I've got a connection. It's working.
Spider-Man is going to be so mad at us, Jake. Why are we
No,
doing
no, no,
this
no, no, no.
again?
Come on. If I can find the authorization code and bypass it, we'll be able to track the car that's currently holding the sword of 1,000 wolves. Then all we need to do is come up with a plan on how to stop it.
Why are we coming up with the plan after?
Because this is probably the harder part. You know what? No, the plan's the hard part. You know what? No, coming up with the plan's always the easiest part. Actually doing the plan, that's the hardest part.
I need to find myself new friends. Is it working, Jake?
Done. We got it. I've located the vehicle.
Okay, and now what?
Now for the plan. What you got?
Me? You said the plan was the easy part!
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Now that we know the location of the car that's holding the sword, we just have to figure out a way to stop it. And since it's sort of being driven by agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it's not gonna be a walk in the park, which is why we have to use our brains. I'm thinking we use this drone to get above the car. That way I can hack into it. Then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna change the destination. We'll have the cars drive directly towards us.
Why are we having them drive directly towards us, Jake? You mean bringing them here to the house? If we're going to steal from agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I really don't think we should let them know who did it.
Yeah, but see, having them drive back here gives us a chance to set up a trap. Then we'll deal with the agents, which will leave the car completely available for us to get into and take the sword. Only problem is, it's gonna be in the locked compartment of the vehicle, which, lucky for us, I've got this. A 5,000 watt amplifier. Simply turn this on, charge it up, plant this on the front of the car, and we're home free. We'll have that sword before lunch.
Okay, that's really cool and everything, but what happens when they wake up, Jake?
We'll let Phil and Biggs deal with that. Main issue right now is getting that sword before we turn into werewolves.
Perfect, we found the bone. And there's a lot of slime on it.
Yeah, this'll be hopefully enough for the kill for Jake and Jess.
Yeah, but you see any teeth in the bone?
Ew. No teeth.
Okay, well, how are we gonna find a tooth in the whole forest?
Biggsy, don't worry about the tooth right now. We've got one of the 3 cures. This is perfect. We did our job 50%.
Nice.
That's pretty much all I got on my exams anyways. Fresh pink slime. I'm gonna put this in my containment vessel, and then we're 1/3 of the way there.
Okay, but Phil, we still need a tooth.
All right, well, what are we waiting for? Let's just start scouring the ground for the tooth. I'm sure we'll find
You
one.
wanna scour the whole forest full... Phil, do you hear that? Yeah. What's that?
Behind you! I'm going!
What do we do?
I don't know. We make it fall asleep.
Shoot him! Phil?
We did it!
I think the werewolf werewolf's asleep.
Oh, we actually did it!
Woo!
All right, now just get out the pliers. We'll pluck the tooth out.
Yeah, this is gonna be a lot easier than I actually thought. Okay,
What are you waiting for? Get the pliers out. Let's get this tooth.
no, I know exactly. Get the pliers out, Phil.
I didn't bring the pliers.
I didn't. I thought you brought the pliers.
No, I brought the proton blaster.
I brought the net. You're telling me no one brought the pliers?
I guess not. I don't know when this sleep dirt's gonna wear off, Bigsy. We gotta think. What should we do?
Oh, can we rip it out? That's probably gonna wake up the werewolf.
Yeah, we're not ripping out a werewolf tooth with our bare hands.
Okay, well then what should we do? We got a passed out werewolf right here.
Okay. Put the werewolf on your back. We'll bring it to the Papa J Club.
Whoa, put the werewolf on my back.
Well, it's still asleep. We'll bring it back to the Papa J Club, and then we'll get the pliers and rip out the tooth. So hopefully Jake and Jess are still on their mission and they don't see us.
Okay, fine. But you owe me for this.
Perfect.
Okay, so we only have so much time to actually pull this off because obviously the sun's going down, but also they're not gonna be driving around forever. Once I hack into the car, we'll drive it back here to our house, which is when we'll have to disable those agents. To do that, I've got this. See? It's got boom on it, so you know what it does.
Yeah, that means it goes boom, and that sounds like the absolute worst idea you have ever had.
Relax, it's just got a little bit of sleep spray and some color for effect. It's gonna work perfectly fine, and it's gonna buy us as much time as we need to get inside the Tesla and steal the Sword of 1,000 Wolves. I've got 2 of these, so we're gonna set them up on both sides of the car. When both agents get out to be like, what's wrong with our car? It must be broken. Boom! They hopefully will be incapacitated, in which I'll then run up, hack into the car, and get the Sword of 1,000 Wolves.
You're thinking that you can just get in the car after that. Don't you think they have some sort of security system?
Did I not show you my super awesome hacking device? Trust me, it's gonna overload the security system and get us in no problem. I just think it sucks we have to melt down this sword. I mean, I'd love to keep it. A sword of 1,000 wolves? Sounds so cool.
I thought it was the silver sword of 1,000 wolves.
Well, yeah, because it's made out of silver and werewolves hate silver. Have you even done your monster research?
No, I don't like monsters, Jake.
Okay, I think I'll have the car drive into right about here. When the shield agent gets out, they'll be about there, which means I set this here. And don't walk in front of it. All right, guys, we're in position. Currently inside the drone cockpit, and we're tracking down the Agent Shield's vehicle. I just need to locate it. Once I do that, I can start uploading the malware and taking it over. Wait, there it is. I've got it. Locked on, moving in. Now I need to get close enough to deliver the hacking software, but far enough away that they don't detect me. Okay, connection's good. Jess, start the upload.
All right, starting the car takeover upload.
Perfect. Okay, just gotta wait for this loading bar to get to 100%, and we'll have trapped the car. Come on. Almost got it. Almost got it. Boom! We've got it, 100% uploaded. It's working, the car's slowing down. Okay, it should be rerouting the car to drive it directly to our driveway. And it looks like it's working. Okay, car is turned around and driving back towards the base.
I told you it wouldn't be too bad. It's a sleeping werewolf. It's not like it's alive.
Yeah, Phil, I'm just happy that it didn't wake up when it was on my shoulders.
Okay, now all we gotta do is pluck its tooth out. Plus, it's tied down, and it has a lot of big, sharp teeth, so getting one shouldn't be too big of a problem.
Yeah, and I mean, it seems like they regenerate because it looks like there's a full set of teeth, and we took some of Jess and Jake's arm. He won't miss it at all.
Right. Okay, but you should do it.
I should do it?
Yeah.
I took him all the way here. You should do it.
Exactly, you're stronger than me. You'll really be able to pluck that tooth out.
Okay, fine, Phil. I got the tooth extractor. Just gotta set the right size for the tooth, which it's pretty big.
It actually worked! It actually worked!
No.
Okay, this is where they're probably keeping the Sword of 1,000 Wolves.
How do you know that?
Because I know Agent S.H.I.E.L.D. and I know what they're up to. It's gonna be in here. The only problem is this is 4 inches of thick, reinforced titanium steel. But don't worry, that's why we've got this thing. Just gonna set it to maximum settings and overload the power. You might want to stand back. It's got a strong grip.
Is this far enough?
Yeah, it should be. Come on, I think it worked. Oh, there it is, just where I suspected it to be. sword of 1,000 wolves.
I thought it would be shinier.
It's plenty shiny. Also, this is what's gonna stop us from turning into werewolves. Now, come on. We gotta get back to the lab. Hopefully, Phil and Biggs are having as much luck as us.
Easy, Mr. Werewolf. Easy, Mr. Werewolf. No! Okay, just a little bit longer. Phil, it's waking up. I thought you said it was asleep.
Did we have to bring the entire box? We could have just taken the sword out.
This is a crazy cool box. I mean, look at it. Who made this thing?
Agent Shield, and for all we know, they have trackers on it. What was that scream? It sounded like Phil.
I'm gonna go put my box away.
Hey, it's okay, it's tied down, it's gonna be completely fine.
What is going on in here?
Nothing, Jake, nothing's going on.
What are you guys yelling about?
Alright, we got the big sign.
What about the werewolf's tooth?
We're working on it.
Phil! Why is the werewolf in our house?
Pixie forgot to bring the tooth extractor, so we brought the werewolf to the tooth extractor.
That is like the worst idea you've ever had! No. Phil, this is a horrible idea. Do you want to get bit by the werewolf?
Nope, it's all up to you now, Jake.
But we have a full moon tonight, Phil! If that full moon comes up, do you know how strong this werewolf's gonna get? Your little trap here isn't gonna work on it, okay? It's gonna...
That's why we should get the tooth now.
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna go take a tooth from a live werewolf. You were supposed to hit it with a sleep dart and take the tooth then.
Were you not just listening to me 2 minutes ago? We forgot the tooth extractor, Jake. And hey, at least it's fully tied down.
Well, Jake, I tried to take out the tooth and I couldn't, so here, you can try now. It's your job.
I literally already got the sword of 1,000 wolves. Now I gotta get the tooth from the werewolf that bit me?
Yeah, but we got the slime.
Okay, fine, just move aside. Okay, alright there, Mr. Werewolf. Okay, hey, you probably remember me. Yeah, you got a big, okay, alright. Took a big bite out of me. Let's not do that again. Alright, open up wide. Yeah, just like that, I think I got it. I got it! See, look at that. If it wasn't for me, we wouldn't be solving all the problems here. Now everything's gonna be fine.
Okay. Oh, my arms. I didn't get bit.
We're good.
Whoa, Jake?
Jake,
Is he good?
did you get the tooth?
I got the tooth.
What was all that commotion about downstairs?
Yeah, let's just say Biggs and Phil decided to trap a werewolf inside of our house.
Why on earth would they?
Because we had to get the tooth. You're welcome. Oh, people are so rude these days.
Which they didn't even do. I had to get the tooth, and if it wasn't for the fact that I'm literally turning into a werewolf, I would be way angrier, but we need to work fast. We have to create this cure before the moon comes up. It's already getting dark outside. Okay, just put the box down and give me the sword. The first thing we need to do is get the silver from the silver sword of 1,000 wolves.
But I really like the box.
Forget the box for a minute, Jess, okay? You can keep the box, fine. Just give me the sword.
Is this it?
Yeah, careful.
Ooh, shiny.
I need to melt this down, or at least get a little bit of the silver to melt off of it so I can mix it into the antidote that should cure me and Jess.
That you would not be able to make unless me and Biggsy got the slime.
Sure, okay, yes, you guys got the slime, which is great, but me and Jess still technically got 2 out of the 3 things we needed.
Whoa. That tooth was 50-50. I had to take it all the way back from the forest. Phil and I did most of the work.
Okay, it doesn't matter, okay? Look, our bites are getting worse. We need to do this. Time to melt the sword. It's working! It's working! The sword! It's melting! A melted piece of the sword of 1,000 wolves into the mixture. Okay, now all we have to do is add the final ingredient, the werewolf's tooth, which, thanks to me, I have.
Guys, I'm starting to get a little itchy.
Oh, no, Jess!
The time.
Don't freak out! Okay, don't freak out! We're turning a lot faster than we thought. Okay.
Look at my nails!
We need to get the cure made, like, now. Phil, pass me that!
Or, Jake, we can open up this pack of Pokemon cards.
It's not the time!
Aw, man, we didn't get anything good.
Yeah, and we're never gonna have a chance to get anything good if we don't cure this! Alright, everyone stand back. I don't know how this is gonna react.
Oh, yeah, right there. Oh, that's the spot. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's reacting. Okay, quickly, I need you to administer this to Jess.
Yeah, Jake, I'm really starting to feel angry.
No time, Jess.
I think it's working.
It worked.
My hand!
We did it! Wait, check the bite.
It's gone!
We actually did it! We found the cure! Okay, now it's time to administer it to myself and...
Jake? okay?
Oh no! Oh no! What's happening to him? Whoa!
Oh no, I don't feel so good.
We're too late. It's midnight.